For me, not every new game is worth playing, but there is some old game is really good to play even right now, because of the graphic, the gameplay, the combat mechanism, or the story is really addictive. In this video, you will find a game that you have played before when you were in childhood. Please note some of the games still exist on Play Store and some of them aren't there anymore. So feel free to get it on the Google or by DM me on IG. Top 11 Best RPG Games for Android iOS Old but Gold. Hidden Gem of RPG Games Mobile. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Aralon Forge and Flame. Aralon Forge and Flame. This game is absolutely fantastic, such a real hidden 3D RPG offline game open world. In-game, we cannot skip the storyline, which is we must enjoy the whole cutscenes. The game starts with 3 different types of races: human, half, and troll. Every race allows the player to pick male or female characters. Then you must pick one of the jobs classes, which are warrior, paladin, ranger, mage, or rogue. We can freely rotate the camera and also zoom in and zoom out. It's really good for us to enjoy the panorama. If you find a river, try to jump on it and swim. Take your fishing pole and get the fish to make a recipe. We can visit some villages that are full of NPC and try to visit the iron craft to strengthen your character. The combat battle is action RPG, hack and slash game RPG, the best mobile RPG game not on Play Store. Earth and Legend. Earth and Legend. I didn't believe this game exists for more than 10 years, but the quality graphics are really interesting. Even if you play it now, it's still worth playing. Earth and Legend is an offline RPG open world game. We will play as the swordman or girl. The first weapon we obtain is sword, but you are also able to buy a new weapon like a bow on the shop, but need more gold to spend with. The village is really beautiful with the sound of birds, but sometimes the weather will change like a rainy or clear sky. There are so many NPCs that walk around and we can get many side quests from them, and we will get a reward after completing it. The action combat is really simple. We cannot do anything except just need to press the attack button. Only running is possible, but when the enemy comes after you, then his speed is faster than us. So the best way to survive is kill the enemy and buy some equipment first. Chaos Ring 2. Chaos Ring 2. I think all JRPG lovers will agree with me if this RPG is the real hidden treasure of the game on mobile, especially if we can play this open world game in offline mode. Chaos Ring 2 is made by Square Enix company, which is no doubt about the quality. The visual skill is really good, the character design is really cool with strong characteristic on each hero. Every hero has a different voiceover while in dialogue, that we can easily feel how great the game's experience is. This best offline RPG has a turn-based game system. We can do a combination attack with another hero through pair options. The damage which is given is really strong and high, but you also must learn SAWERIA and Awakening skill features to strengthen their skill power. Surprisingly, it has been 10 years since this game launched on Android iOS. Tauchetti. Tauchetti. This offline game used to be a standard of checking how powerful our device is, because this game will need a high-spec phone to run it. Even if you make the setting into lower, but it still will cause your phone to get laggy. Even this game allows you to check on benchmark mode. The game's story is really simple without having any narration, only through the cutscenes. The gameplay is an FPS shooter game that combines the RPG genre. We will fight against a dragon, monster, and unique creature in an immersive world. Just aim your gun into the target, then the gun will shoot automatically. It doesn't have any special skill or even dodge button, so keep moving while shooting is the best way to make you survive. Fate Extella Link. Fate Extella Link for anime games lover. I would recommend you to play this game. 100% the game is really eye-catching. It doesn't matter what year is it. I'm pretty sure the game is really worth playing. The game allows the player to pick some popular character like a SAWERIA and the other will obtain through the journey. The gameplay of Fate Extella Link is we must seize the sector by slaying all of the enemy, then the portal will be open and allow us to move into the next sector. Before we enter the sector, we are able to change the character. This game is full of action RPGs that allows the player to make a different combination attack, and overdrive skill is really important to deal great damage. King Arthur. King Arthur, as the game name, we will play the main protagonist whose name is Arthur. We will fight with so many bandits with bare hands or using a special skill with his sword. The gameplay is quite simple but difficult to master because we need to predict the enemies faster, like counterattack or break their block defense with our action. But you will accustom when you keep playing it. The main goal of this game is we must protect ourselves and kill the enemy we face, but it will get difficult when you are facing the boss. The strength, the power, the defense is all beyond the common enemy. Let's see how the gameplay works. We need to swipe the screen just at the enemy's target. Swipe up, down, left or right will make a different action and different amount of damage. Remember to break their block by swiping down the screen. Naruto. It seems the developers really get inspiration from Elder Scrolls. The look at the ambience really makes us feel about the medieval era. The first thing I notice is that the music easily catch my attention than the NPC and what the village looks like. The game has a clunky combat action, but it is a little nostalgic when the first RPG game comes to the world. We can get a quest through asking NPC in the village and buy some weapons and armor with various equipment. The monster level is quite high and too strong for us in the early, so I suggest you to kill the enemy one by one first. That is the best way to get gold by the monster. Naruto is a 3D RPG game with the first-person perspective. You can play this game offline with a very small size and will be good on every phone spec. Arcane Quest Legend. Arcane Quest Legend, one of the legendary games action RPG on mobile, but the quality is really worth playing now. It has a sharp graphic with very good character movement while in action. The gameplay is, we must enter the dungeon and help some NPC to accept the quest. If we can clear the quest, we will get a huge reward. Make sure to destroy any jar, boxes or barrels around to get good stuff. You must slay the monster with our sword and one partner will help us by using his skill. We are able to learn a new skill and upgrade our attributes character point if we reach a new level. This game is playable offline with perfect graphic. Arcane Soul. Arcane Soul. I really love to see this RPG, especially the anime style with a simple gameplay. We only move forward and backward, but don't need to think about the storyline. It's focused on the action combat. We can run and slash them enemy with our sword, but actually, we can pick some character at the beginning with a different gear and main weapon. In combat, we need to fill up the burst mode by attacking the enemy and it will recharge to 100% little by little. Try to keep it until you meet the boss stage because it can slay him way faster. In some stages, we will have a companion and help us through the stage. Dash and jump buttons are available to keep you alive. Bladebound RPG Adventure. Bladebound RPG Adventure. This game has existed for more than 5 years, but when I come back to the Play Store and saw how the reviews now are really unbelievable. Every review seems really good. Most of the new players give 5-star score, then when I try to play it again, yes, the graphic has improving a lot, especially the control of the character while in combat has been optimized into the next level. The gameplay of Bladebound RPG Adventure is an action hack and slash game. We can spawn the skill as much as we want because it doesn't require stamina. This game needs an internet connection to run this game, so this is the best online RPG games mobile. Dungeon Hunter 5. Dungeon Hunter 5. I think all people will agree with me because this game is one of the pioneers of action RPG hack and slash game on mobile. The first sequel of Dungeon Hunter was made about more than 10 years, but they only keep this version on playstore, which is the online one. The gameplay of this best online RPG is fully storyline based. Before and after combat, we will get cutscenes that fully voice over. I'm impressed about the features. We can enhance the equipment, gear up and learn a new skill, but you must learn about the element advantage. It will affect the damage and become bigger or smaller.